Okay, so I went to record a video and my battery's dead, and also the plug, like to plug it in, isn't even working. So there's that. Um, and then I wanted to go live, but I guess the new threshold, like you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Which, when did that happen? But anyways, you guys, I wanted to tell you about this article that I saw last night. I wouldn't say it infuriated me, but it's super frustrating. So it was from the Hollywood Reporter, and evidently, turn this off. Evidently, they're making a Grease. The title of the article was Grease TV spinoff called Rydell High on HBO. I guess it's their like streaming service. I think it's called HBO Max. But then I read the article, and it turns out that it's not a spin-off, it's a reimagining of the original movie. Which is going to be like a TV series. Listen. Why? That's all I have to, like, why? Why? I think it would have been way more interesting to do like what Rydell High looks like today. And that way we could have had some really amazing like guest appearances maybe from like basically the entire cast of the original movie. You know, those who want to. And it just feels like such a missed opportunity. And it really sucks because it's like, why? Like, why are you remaking something that doesn't need to be remade? You know what I mean? And moreover, these are the same people that did Grease Live, right? So technically they've already done a reimagining because they've done Grease the show. And even though they didn't reimagine it when they did it, it's still a new production of a very, an old show. So it is, in a sense, a reimagining because you're, whatever. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Like they could have gotten really creative. They could have like done whatever they wanted. The last time we saw Rydell was in the 50s, right? Or actually the 60s if you've seen Grease 2, which I actually like Grease 2. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but whatever, beside the point. They could have like made it a magnet school and like they could have changed, they literally could have done literally anything aside from a reimagining of the original story. And I'm not willing to accept the excuse anymore of, oh, well, they're running out of things to do. Yeah, no shit, they're running out of things to do. But these people are like paid to put on quality content, to create quality content for TV. And I just feel like they're running out of ideas is just not an excuse anymore. Like I'm done accepting that. Like that's bullshit. I'm sorry. You get paid very good money to do what you do. So buck up, step up and freaking do your job. I don't know. Maybe I'm being an asshole. I don't feel like I am. I honestly don't. Because and the article said, like, the reimagining will have some of the original character, like the characters from the original. So, it's so annoying. It's so annoying because it would have been really cool to have, the opportunity to see the original cast make, like, guest appearances on, on like a show about a movie that they did years ago. And that's not going to happen. At least I don't think it's going to. Unless they have somebody from the original cast come and special guest star, but they're playing a different character, which is so dumb. But I'm really pissed. I'm really disappointed, a lot. How cool would it have been to have Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta in the same room again as Danny Zuko and Sandy? Like, I think that's interesting. Like, I would be interested to know what Sandy and Danny are up to today. I just don't get it. I think it's annoying. Like, Grease is such a classic. It doesn't need to be remade. You know what I mean? I think the fact that it's a stage show, and it's been a stage show for a long, long time, and it continues to, you know, be put into production, I think that's enough, you know, for your any remake, you know, desires you may have. But to just do the same shit again, and I know that people are going to argue, oh, well, it's, you know, it's not the same story. It's just, it's like taking place at the same time, but it's focusing on different characters. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think they could have done so much more had they focused on Rydell High School as its own, like, part of the universe, and just stayed in that universe and done, like, what is Rydell High like today? We saw what it was like in the 50s. What's it like today in 2019? And they missed the mark with that one, I feel. I don't know. Maybe when I hear more about it, I'll feel differently. But right now, I'm not into it. Like, I'm not here for it. I'm really not. I wish that they would stop remaking, you know, old movies and old TV shows, like reviving, you know, old works that they don't need to be remade. So why don't you just come up with something original? Not original, but you know what I mean. Something new. Why don't you come up with something new? It just boggles my mind.